Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Solasta, Crown of the Magister. This is the third episode, and if you remember last time, we made our way to the first outpost, KLM. We found out that they'd been murdered by a race of lizard people called Soraks, who then sort of attacked the outpost again with us inside it, but we found a secret passage and were able to escape that way, and have been making our way through what is essentially the first dungeon in the game, but not the last. We just got to the end of this first map. We're here next to the exit into the next area, so we're just gonna select our whole party first and jump on in to the next area.
We're safe.
We still have to go back to Caer Kiflin.
The road isn't far.
Looks like that was it.
I suppose we'll meet again in Caer Kiflin. Are you good to return by yourselves?
Aye.
Of course.
And with that fond farewell, we'll make our way back to the main town, where we'll turn in that quest, get any rewards that we might be due, sell our loot, maybe buy some better stuff, and we'll see if we get there all in one, or whether we get attacked again like we did last time. All looking good so far. Yep, so we should be able to get back to the town without any further incident. Oh, okay. Didn't travel very far that time, did we? But again, we get through another night, okay, and we're off back to Caer Kiflin. We'll do a bit of shopping here. We'll also check in with the different factions. So I think now that we've sort of done that first main quest, I think they're willing to talk to us, and we've got a couple of artifacts we can turn in if we can decide which of the factions we want to try and boost our relationship with. As I said, that unlocks some crafting recipes, some magical items that you can buy at sort of different tiers of alliance with the different factions. I think at the moment we're sort of fairly neutral with them all. I don't think we don't start from well, we start at zero. You can have a minus relationship, but I don't think basically none of them are going to know who we are just yet. So the first thing we're going to do is meet with Karen, who I think, if we check the map, it'll probably tell us where he is. He's actually back at this inn, so we'll head back over here. I'll speak to him first and hand in that quest.
Hello, Annie.
Or maybe we'll
You're
be
back.
sidelined by Annie Bagmordah.
Well, Captain Henrik is dead. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, who's in charge then?
You might have to wait before going to Caer Lem, I'm afraid.
I see. Well, not your fault. Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome.
Well, seeing as we're with her, what we'll do is we'll just check in with her, as we did have a few areas where we left items, so hopefully they've been over there
Clear
and
skies, my friends.
had a chance to collect stuff and sell it for us. Okay.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Stay in the light, my friends.
So usually what you do is click on this board here, but I'm not able to do that right now. Is it something to do with these chests? No. Okay. Well, maybe as we've only just returned, maybe they haven't had a chance to get out over there yet. Maybe they're always sort of like one mission behind, perhaps. So let's go and speak to Lord Karen.
Oh, here you are. How was the mission?
We must report to the council immediately.
Of course. I'll inform the council that you've returned.
When can we hope for an audience?
It depends. Tomorrow, if you're lucky. Another party came back yesterday, and they still have to make their report, so maybe they'll see you both at once.
Listen, we can't wait around here. What we've got is big. The outpost at Caer Lem has been attacked. Almost all of the garrison was killed.
By all the gods! Meet me in the council chamber. I'll inform my superiors.
The Legacy Council is now in session. Captain Merrin has the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Royal Highness, my party and I have made a very worrying discovery in the Badlands, near the place we call Black Hill. We saw a group that we took to be scavengers. They attacked us right away, but we were able to fight them off. They were trying to get away with this.
What is it?
This box contains a gem. A ruby, it appears. We have determined that it has magical properties, and we believe the council should examine it.
So we will, Captain. But really, is that all? You called an emergency meeting of the council for a simple magical gem? Her Royal Highness has a busy schedule.
Please, Lord Denantar. In this chamber, I'm just a student of magic.
Here. Anyway, Captain, the council has a great deal of business.
They were Soraks, our attackers. Not scavengers, not bandits. Soraks.
Sorax?
Is this a joke?
The Sorak are no laughing matter, Lord Fasek.
Oh, you know what I mean.
What do you mean, my lord?
How many times has the council heard tales of these so-called Soraks?
At least 20, I'd say.
More. 23.
Yes, more each year. It's becoming a fad.
Our church has been warning of the Sorak since humans first came to Solasta, in the wake of their foul god, Sortar.
I'm sorry, Captain, but you are certain that you encountered Soraks?
It's true. They're real.
What? And who might you be?
Some new recruits, my lord. They were sworn in quite recently.
New recruits, eh? They place too much stock in rumor, it seems.
They assure me that they saw Sorax as well.
Wait, do you realize how serious this is?
We'll let Boring continue to be the face of the party.
The Soraks are real. We saw them. We fought them.
2 sightings. Independent witnesses. When will you see the truth?
Reptilians. Fast, strong.
They can climb walls just like spiders.
Do you have any material proof of their existence?
I beg your pardon?
Like what?
Well, a dead body, for example? Or even just a head?
If we go to Kerlem, will we find the bodies of these Soraks?
Probably not.
They took their dead with them when they retreated.
The bodies of their victims, too.
How very convenient. So you can offer us no proof of this adventurer's fable.
And what if proof were to be brought before the council?
What proof? How? If the Soraks take away their fallen, as they say, that's not our problem. Let them find a way.
These are new recruits, correct? Then let this be their new mission. Bring us the head of a Sorak for the whole council to see.
That would certainly be proof, Lord Fasek, would it not?
Oh, very well. Meanwhile, the council will examine the gem. If there is nothing else...
Dean Ayala Fasek of the Tower of Knowledge calls for a recess. Does any member object? No? It is resolved then. The Legacy Council is now in recess.
That actually went better than I expected.
Well, let the grumpy dwarf ask who's the grumpy dwarf, I think.
Who's the grumpy dwarf woman?
Chancellor Hertha Gormsdotter of the Guild of Antiquarians. She's... well, yes, quite. Anyway, some people might want to talk to you after this. Working for the council, you are expected to be neutral. But you have the right to have friends.
Oh, that's very kind.
Feel free to talk to whoever you like, as long as your allegiance remains to the council as a whole.
All right, then.
Hey, deputies. Thanks for the support in there.
You're welcome, Captain.
So those bastards got Henrik. Shame.
You knew him?
Yes, indeed. I wonder who'll volunteer to retake Kerlem now.
The scavengers could lead the way.
Yes, they'll find a bunch of hotheads to retake the fort, I'm sure. Stay in the light, friends.
You too.
Right, and after all that story exposition, I think we're free to move about at our own pace a bit more. Have a quick look. So what have we got here? Priest, there's an angry bush over there. I don't think we need to go there. There's an embassy up there. But the people who tend to be the vendors, the ones who have these sort of these flags by them, when there's a few like that. For instance, here, there's one here. We also have an exclamation mark here. That's actually Beryl Stonebeard. That's the one we just rescued from the outpost. So let's go and talk to her first. So she's very close. I think she's yeah, just here. See what she's got to say.
Well, if it isn't our brave saviors.
Good day, Lieutenant.
I'm no longer a lieutenant. I resigned my commission. I work for my people now. I will never step foot in the Badlands again.
Yes, well, you clearly weren't cut out for that posting.
I've made my peace. But you aren't here to check on my welfare, are you?
No, we have questions. Your scout, do you know where he was before the attack?
You mean Daliat?
Right, Daliat. Where did he go before the Soraks attacked?
As far as I know, there's not a name for this place or road that leads there. But I can show you on a map. It's near the ruins of an ancient tower.
Thank you, Beryl. We appreciate the help.
What are you thanking me for? Sending you to your death?
Cheerful as ever. Okay, so we've got a... Yeah, I think that's where we actually need to go for the main quest, so it's good that we did speak to her. Let's go and speak to this this guy over here, who I think is one of the vendors.
Clear skies, my friends.
Oh, he's not going to talk to us yet. Fair enough. I said I can't remember exactly when these sort of faction vendors open up to talk to you. It might need to do another main quest first, but we'll try another one just in case. So, do we just we'll tell you what, we'll do a quick loop of this area and speak to the people that we see here. The priestess, I think that's just sort of generic vendor stuff.
The law provides, adventurers.
Law preserve us.
The owl watch over you, faithful one.
We do require your services.
I don't think we do require anything here, but we'll have a quick look. Ring of all words, what does that do? Ah, that's proficiency in languages, which could be useful later on. I mean, we haven't got anywhere near that much money yet, so we'll just leave that for now. I want to talk to this captain. I think she's not going to talk to us just yet.
Stay in the light, citizens.
Keep going round. Oh, this is the other guy we just rescued from the Badlands, so we'll see if he's got anything to say.
Well, look who it is. I see you survived the council.
We did indeed.
Oh, looking for Soraks, are we?
Possibly.
You people are crazy.
This time we'll take them by surprise.
Right. Good luck with that.
Farewell, Robar.
Yeah, it's very useful. Now there's someone else if we continue around as well. I'm holding down the key that sort of highlights anything interactable, and this all just seems to be background detail. There's not anything we can click on.
It's an honor.
Right, so that's another faction vendor there who's not actually talking to us just yet. So I think we are going to have to head out and do a little bit more before we can kind of get into anything like that. We have the general store. What's over here? Is this just the edge of the map? No, there is a bit more here. Ooh. Not sure what's in there. Another vendor, faction vendor here. We'll just again.
Clear
quickly
skies,
check.
citizens.
Yeah. This just seems to be a dead end. Nope. Look at that. Lane ends. Very useful. We'll go to the magic vendor, I think. See if there's anything we want to buy. We've certainly got some stuff to sell.
Hello.
Yep, and look at his wares. Now you can identify things with them. It does cost money when you do it here, and we can do it for free. So I think next time I'm identifying things, I'll just remember to do that potion as well. We're going to keep the mace, because that's we can turn that into an actual +1 weapon in time, hopefully. We can sell a candle. Not actually worth anything. Sell those. I don't think we're using a rapier. Although... I'll hang on to it just now because it's not a light weapon, so we can't currently use it with a dual wield. But eventually you can pick a feat that means that you can dual wield without light weapons. So, which only might be useful for that. We can keep it for now. Going to sell a spare chainmail and the hide armor we picked up and aren't using. The scale mail. Don't need that shield. I don't tend to use a lot of scrolls, so I tend to just sell these as well, especially if we've already got, you know, spells that do the same thing. I'll sell the recipe. I don't do a lot of crafting on scrolls or potions. That was weird. We'll sell that. Okay, so here's the journal we picked up, and again you can see that there are two factions that are potentially interested in that. But you know, we tried speaking to certainly the antiquarian vendor, and he wasn't interested in talking to us just yet. So we'll sell the biography. This is the plaque we picked up as well. The KLM. I think there's 5 factions, so 4 of the 5 factions are interested in this again, so we will keep that for now. Orb, I don't think we use. It's the spare thieves' tools. I don't think this does anything, so we will sell that. Sell the spikes. We'll keep the ingredients just now in case we do need to use those for anything. And we'll conclude that, get a bit of gold for all that. We don't need the torches, so I'm going to sell all the torches and our set of clothes. We've got the armour anyway. Another set of spare thieves' tools. Oh no, I was just going to see if those stack. Oh, that's foraged food, that's why it's not stacking. We'll keep the reagents. Just 3 gold's worth of things there. Again, we'll sell the torches and the candle. We have a spare herbalism kit, so we'll sell that too. We'll keep that scroll. Sell his clothes. It's actually insufficient even for selling that. Oh well. He's not worth. See, that's worth something. Why was our herbalism kit not worth any money? It's just not. If we sell it with, say, those, still insufficient. Is it because his I wonder if it's because his charisma's low. Try with the bolts. Still nothing. Wow, he literally can't sell any of this stuff. Okay, interesting. So we'll try and sell the torches, the candles. We're going to keep that. That's another thing we can give to the factions. The arrows we can use. We can actually read that, which we'll do. A couple of scrolls we don't need. We'll keep the reagents. What's this? Notebook. We'll keep that. So there wasn't a huge amount to sell there. As I said, I'm hoping when the scavengers have gone out, they'll pick up some stuff that we can sell. Let's look for any weapons they've got. Just arrows. I think a lot of that's the stuff we just sold. Just pretty much the standard armor, and again I think it's probably what we've just sold. Potions and scrolls. Nothing there that really interests us too much. That's quite good, because when we are getting to craft stuff, some of the stuff you craft can take quite a long time, so having something like this that speeds it up is quite good. In fact, I think the rosary we use for crafting, we don't even have one yet. Nothing there really. Oh, here it is. I will buy that now. I don't think you can really come. I don't think you can really come across those out in the world, or if you do, they're very rare. I don't think I've ever actually just found one, so we will buy one, even though we can't craft anything just yet. So we'll say goodbye. Still can't click on the scavengers board, so I think we'll just we'll just head straight back out again. Go over to the next area. Or not.
Hello, Annie.
What?
You wanted to talk about KLM.
I'm all ears.
No one's there anymore.
Ah, you want to claim the place.
How does it work again?
We go there and scavenge everything you didn't take, then you get a percentage.
We can't promise you it's safe.
It never is. Once we get there, we'll set up an outpost of our own. I'll check with the council first, but thanks anyway.
What do we do next?
Once we've done our work, I'll let you know. You'll just have to come by and collect your share.
Right, so now it's saying that this is where we were. Scavengers are heading to these locations to collect and bring back the loot left behind, and it's going to take them 6 days to get out there and get the stuff and bring it back to sell. And if I click this tab which shows the encounter related expeditions, we actually, somewhere along the road, this is where we would have got attacked that night by the 4 bandits, so they're also going to go over there and get the armour and weapons those left behind. Good, well, that will happen. Hopefully next time we come back to town that will, yes, I've explained all about this. Hopefully the next time we come back to the town we'll actually be able to do some more of this stuff with the factions and the scavengers there, but we're just going to go straight back out and go into the next quest area. So it's going to immediately go over and show us where this new location is. So we actually have to go past the place we just were. I'll have a quick look around the rest of the map. This is kind of the rest of the world. I don't think you'd really end up going to a lot of these places. A lot of the stuff sort of takes you over here to the west, in this sort of blank area. Well, I think we'll gradually get further and further out there, but for the time being we'll just go here. Normal pace again, I think. It's going to take 4 long rests. Ordinarily we wouldn't have enough food, but because we've got that spell that just creates food, we will do. Okay, so it's another nighttime combat encounter, but this time, instead of being surprised as we were before, we had someone who was awake and everyone else is aware of what's happening, so we won't miss a round this time. There's a lot more enemies though. There's 8 enemies this time for the 4 of us, so it's possibly our hardest combat encounter just yet. Again, we'll have all the spell slots and everything refreshed at the end of combat, so we don't need to worry about conserving anything. We're just going to give them everything we've got. Yeah, look at that. So we do go first, but they have a lot more people. In fact, it looks like they're surprised. So even though they've sort of come across our camp in the night, we've actually managed to surprise them somehow. So down here we've got a skeleton and I think she's probably like a priestess of some kind. 2 more over here. 2 more over here. So actually there's 2 in each sort of corner of the map. And rather than split our party and sort of send one character after each pair of enemies, what I might do is sort of just target one corner at a time, because those other enemies won't be able to get to us that quickly. So we'll start off with our ranger here. We'll take her over here. We can't get all the way to the skeleton, but we'll switch to our bow first of all. I think skeletons tend to be quite resistant to piercing damage from arrows and the like, so what I'll instead do is target this unknown creature. Actually, what I probably should have done, you see that 7 points didn't really do very much, what I should have done is, and I'll do it now, is put the hunter's mark onto him. So next time we attack him, in the next round, we'll do that. Is it a d6 or a d4 extra damage on him? See, they're surprised. They're not doing anything, so we get the chance to move another character up over into this top left corner. We'll cast a spell this time. We'll give the Scorching Ray a go, and if we do, we'll do 3 on him and 1 on this skeleton. Wow. And we killed, we don't actually know what it was. I think, again, probably a priest or priestess of some kind. Hit the skeleton as well, which is good. So they're almost dead. And because there's only a skeleton there now, what I might do with our paladin is bring him up towards these ones in the top right and start putting some damage on them. What I could do is one of these channel divinities, we could blind opponents, but what I might do is do some fire damage and set them on fire. I think they're within range, they are, so let's give that a go, see what this is like. Well, yep, straight away, didn't have to roll to hit that, so they're just on fire now, did 10 damage and they're still burning. We won't worry too much about extra damage on that stuff yet. Yeah, so they were burning, so they, on their go, even though they were surprised, they took that 3 points of damage. We're going to cast a spell. We'll try, what's this stuff? Flaming Sphere. Probably try a Guiding Bolt again, I quite like that.
Misaye, evil, Malvis.
Yep, made contact, and he's almost dead. In fact, I wonder if the burning damage might be enough to kill him on the next round. So, we're in the second round now, and they can act. So our ranger is going to go up and just try and finish off this skeleton over here, I think. Now what we can do is a bonus action to move our hunter's target, so I think rather than do that I'm just going to try and hit him twice with the swords. That's a miss. That's a hit, and it was enough to kill the skeleton. So they're down 3 people already. Let's bring them back. We might end up going sort of down to the left bottom corner with her. He's a necromancer. He's probably a spellcaster, yeah, so he's charging something up. Chill touch, but it misses. The skeleton moves up to attack our paladin, which is absolutely fine. Because he's almost dead and the paladin's going to attack the skeleton, again I'll bring the wizard over to attack this necromancer here on the right. We might try another scorching ray. Might fire all 4 bolts into him. I think all 4 hit, do quite good damage, but only to, yeah, I think this sort of filigree under his name there sort of indicates he's a trickier enemy, and that all those 4 firebolts, they only took off half his health, and that was 17, 23, 28 damage, and that was only half his health, so he's probably on about 60 hit points in total, that enemy, which is quite a lot for this 3rd level. Ooh, they're in range of an attack. Okay, that was a bonus spell, I think. I quite often notice these clerics, they quite often try that, I'm not quite sure which spell it is, but we always seem to save against it. I don't think it's ever done any damage. Now what I might do... we give ourselves extra radiant damage for a minute, so that should last the rest of combat. It probably won't. We could probably smite the skeleton as well, if, but not if we miss it. Never mind. So it wasn't quite enough to kill him. I think he must be on about 1 hit point left. It's that spell, yeah. Although we didn't save on it that time, so what did it do? I'm not sure. Don't know. It did a bit of damage, I think. Now the skeleton's moved up to attack our clerics, so I'll switch back to our melee weapons. Have I got anything spell-wise that works in melee? Yes, I have. This inflict wounds. Will that work on a skeleton? I'm not sure. But here we go. It does.
Well struck.
Almost killed it. Leave him there. And now we're back to our ranger. So this cleric's still making his way up. Got a necromancer over there. Yeah, what I might do is I'll bring the ranger over to attack the skeleton. We'll have 2 hits on it and hopefully kill it. There's one.
Take that.
Pretty much all we need to do is make contact, and that kills it. And we can't get any closer, so we'll leave it there. Now that... we actually succeeded on that, but it was still... I think must have done half damage. But that was still 12 damage, which isn't insignificant at this level. I think we're going to try and kill this necromancer, but we may not do it on this turn. I suppose we'll probably just try the magic missile and put all 4 missiles on him. Did a bit of damage, but he's still on about a 1/4 health left. Skeleton misses. The cleric's probably going to miss with this. Yeah. Right, let's try and finish off this skeleton this time. We will smite.
Bravo!
1.
Victory is yours!
I'm not going to chase him up to the cleric. I think that cleric is dead on his next turn with the burn damage. So we'll bring him here. Can't really do anything. Yeah, there he goes. He just died. He couldn't do anything and he just dropped dead. So we'll try and hit this skeleton again, just a melee attack this time. Should be enough. We'll just strike 2. I think we've limited on that, so we'll just pass. Yeah.
More!
They're actually vulnerable to the bludgeoning damage that we caused with our mace. I might just bring him down towards this cleric. It's just the 2 enemies left now. Ranger. I think we're going to try and finish off this Necromancer. I think he's the most dangerous of the two. We're just going to try the 2 attacks on him. That's a crit.
A fine stroke.
So he's almost dead. I think we just got to get a few more hit points on him. And we do. Now, can we take down this cleric in this turn? We'll try Magic Missile again.
Arcana Evo!
They actually had a protective spell up. I think it must have blocked our first missile, so we only really did 8 damage there. She can keep doing that all day long, it's not going to do anything to us. She's shielded herself again, so our next attack is probably just going to be blocked, annoyingly. Send the Paladin down this way. I don't think Bane has range, does it? Range 6 tiles, yeah, so we're too far away for that. We do have the bow, so maybe we'll fire an arrow. That's a miss. Yeah. Never mind. Now we'll try a guiding bolt, I think, on this now. That might be enough if we get a good roll. Or should we try this flaming sphere? That does 2d6, whereas the guiding bolt will do 4d6. What does the acid arrow do? 4d4. Yeah, I think it's got to be the guiding bolt, hasn't it? Yep. There we go.
Till the next
No, what it
one.
hit. It unfortunately didn't kill them. We'll switch to our bow. Try and kill it from range. It's got that guiding bolt now, so again we've got the advantage on the attack, so this should be good. And it's a crit. And they're dead.
I'm coming.
It's quite a lot of XP for that. How close are we to leveling up? We're about halfway to level 4, which is pretty good. We've got another sort of 1900 XP to get or something like that. I won't search all the bodies, but I'm just going to go to this Necromancer as he was sort of the more elite enemy and see if he's got anything good. We'll just take all that. The rest, especially the stuff from the skeletons, is just going to be stuff for the scavengers to get, I think. Hopefully we don't get attacked every night. I find it tends to be, you tend to get attacked once per journey, unless it's a very long journey you might get attacked twice, so I'm hoping that that'll be it. Although, you know, a couple more encounters like that and we'd level up again, so, you know, that's the good side of getting attacked at night. Seem to be collecting a bunch of crafting ingredients on this. Oh, okay, so it's actually the very next day we get attacked, and this time it's by some bandits, highwaymen, a couple of different bandits. But again, we're awake, we're aware, and I see. This is actually saying that we're ambushing them. So we could avoid the battle, but you know, as I said, we want to get XP. We want to level up as quickly as we can, get some better spells and better abilities. At level 5, you get an extra attack on our Paladin and Ranger, which will be good. So I kind of want to work towards that as quickly as possible. Right, let's have a quick look at the lay of the land. So they're all grouped in one bunch by the look of it. So with our cleric, we'll just get forward as far as we can. Looks like they were at their camp. And we'll cast our... do a guiding bolt again. I might cast it at level 2. Let's see if we can kill this bandit in one go.
Evil More coming your
Oh, we
way.
can. He only had 11 hit points. Yeah, so these basic bandits are on 11 hit points. The highwaymen might be a bit more though, but that's good for now. I'm really looking forward to getting our fireball spell, because you know, a fireball there would probably just take out the entire group. We'll do a scorching ray, which I think these ones that only have 11 health, I think if we land a couple on those each, it might be enough to finish them off. Yeah, there we go. So 2 more dead. I've moved up quite close to my wizards, the only thing, so I might find... Oh no, they're surprised, aren't they? That's right. So that's fine. Paladin can't quite get up there in melee range. Oh no, sorry, this is our ranger. Can't quite get up in melee range. So what I'll do is... this other bandit, I think we can probably kill him one, but we'll cast our Hunter's Mark on them, just in case.
Natura Evo.
So with the extra damage, providing we hit, of course, that should be enough to take them down, hopefully. Well, we miss. Oh, there we go.
lose.
Must have had very low armor class. And I'll just switch back to our swords to give us that extra 2 armor class, if in case any of these come over and try to attack us. Paladin can only get there. Anything useful? Well, he's got 6 hexes range on this, doesn't he? Can he see him? He can see him. And what does Bane do? I think it makes them... Oh, two targets. Okay, I can only see the one in range. I think it means that they're less likely to land their attacks and they do less damage if they do. Failed the save, so he's Bane struck, which... Does it tell us what it means? Yeah, so he's got 1d4 malice to attacks and saving throws, so both of those are good for us. Right, now we're going to move our cleric up a bit. We're going to target this this highwayman, I think, who do a level 2 spell slot again. Who's got the malice on his saving throw, so we might be a bit more likely to hit him, and we do kill him in one shot. Do anything else? Not really. Now I might keep our wizard back a little bit now, because I think she could probably target these from here. And again, we'll sling a couple each at these hopefully lower health bandits. We might be able to knock them out one again. And we do. So we're down to just the 2 enemies now. And they miss. We're in melee, so I'm not going to do the Hunter's Mark. We're just going to attack them twice with our swords and get another crit.
Truly formidable.
And that almost killed them, so they've probably got about 15 hit points altogether, so the next hit's enough to kill them. And there's just one more now. What we'll do is we'll bring her up and put her in melee range, just so we keep this guy kind of rooted here. Or we get an attack on him. Does mean the paladin's going to move up a bit further. We can try the Bane struck thing again, because we'll just get all our spell slots back in the next rest anyway, so we don't need to worry about using them all up. Yep, another failed save, so he's got the Bane struck again. Probably helps him miss that. Let's inflict wounds is for melee. I mean, for the sake of variety, I was going to say let's use the magic missile, but I think this guiding bolt is just so good. We've got to do that. Just does so much damage. As he says, as it only does an 8. We rolled really low on that. But our wizard should be okay to finish him off. He's at half health, so I think he's got probably about 7 hit points, hasn't he? So, what shall we do? Maybe we'll just use the cantrip. That was probably enough.
Arcana Evo! Malus! Take that, you fiend!
It was fairly simple. I'll just have a quick look at this one pile of loot and just see if they're dropping anything that's useful for us. A bit of money, reagent, another... It's unidentified, but I think it's another strength potion like we had before, just maybe a different type. We'll take the food, and we'll just leave the rest, I think. Now, because we weren't camping, I think we just go to like an area exit to move on, continue our journey now. Hopefully that's it, though, for the random encounters. What? We got there and obviously decided we were too tired to actually enter the place, so we're just having another night's sleep first. Can we go in there? There we... Are we going in there? Yeah, we do. Not quite sure what happened there. Now this is actually a painting of the area we're going into. It looks quite nice in the sort of oil painting or watercolour style art that they have, well, on the load screens. Here we go. Now we're going to explore the tower. We've got to get to the tower first. I think the entrance is pretty close.
What the hell did we just stumble into?
These aren't Soraks. They seem human.
What exactly are they doing?
What's it look like they're doing? They're digging something up.
Fail the history check. We've got no idea what's
Just
happening.
another dusty pile of rubble from before the cataclysm.
Who are those people? Scavengers?
Hard to say. I see no tent or flag signifying their allegiance.
Well, there is one way to find out.
Perhaps we should sneak a little closer.
Or simply walk in and see how friendly they are.
No, he was joking about that, but that's pretty much what we're going to do. Although there is like a little, there's a little back way in that we're going to take down here, I think. We could go into cautious mode, but I think if they see us, we'll just start the combat. I don't think it's going to be too challenging. Got a box, got some more... Oh, a tragic love letter. Well, let's loot that and we'll have a quick read of it. Thomas, I do hope these words find you good health, and I am sorry for not writing sooner. Requisitioning the necessary supplies and ensuring delivery is risky and dangerous, but it is well worth it, as your letters have become a shining beacon of hope in the dark nights that haunt this prison. I'm not going to read... This is really long, so I'm not going to read all of that. It's fine. I think that's just flavour. I don't think that relates to a quest or anything like that, so we'll probably just end up selling it. Unknown humans. We'll just walk up, say hello. Yep, and a battle starts. Predictably enough.
Alright, no talking then.
At least we didn't fire first. We can take the moral high ground.
Looks like there won't be any parley.
You can say that. So we're going to Scorching Ray. Let's just put a couple in there and a couple of... Oh, can't see them. Can we see them? We can see them. So we'll put a couple into each of those. Yep. It's a good hit. And then we'll just move our wizard behind this full cover, just in case they've got some bows or crossbows or anything that might target her. Paladins go, so boring. Where are we going to go? There's one there. One there. Anything up? I don't think there's anything up there. One, two... Oh, there's a couple in the entrance there. So... I think we'll head towards where most of the enemies are. But because we can only travel so far, maybe I'll just duck into this cover here. That's probably... I don't think we need to use our potion on this fight. I don't think these enemies are going to trouble us too much. Let's see, if we look up here, they've only got sort of 11 hit points. Cleric's turn. I mean, because they're so weak, I might just melee them, because I probably am going to try and preserve the spell slots a little bit here. It's a good hit, not going to strike them. Only do 5 damage, but our ranger's going to be acting soon, and they'll probably be able to finish them off. You hear my Dachshund outside the door. He's heard someone walking past the house.
Wait till the next one.
That's enough of them, so what we'll do is we'll move up to one of these other enemies and use our bonus attack on them. Right, so we'll end our turn there. Oh, they are going to get quite close. Ooh, and some magic. Again, it's that sort of spell that we're always able to save against. what can our mage do? I'll probably try and just use a cantrip here. They're all full health, but we'll use our firebolt.
Arcana Evo Mummies.
It's Boring's turn. I'll attack this one because we might be able to finish him off. We won't smite. No,
You lose.
Tried to shove us for some reason, was unsuccessful. Do we have we do have the Sacred Flame cantrip, and I think that's the one the enemy clerics tend to cast. That never actually does any damage. So what I might just walk him up and biff him with the mace. Oh, it's a crit as well, so we'll let that go. And it's a whole 6 points. It all helps. We'll come up here and maybe finish off this guy with the first hit, which we do. And we'll just come around the back of him here. Get our bonus attack on him. And we're almost there now, though. They'll get a couple of attacks. That one misses, luckily. We're going to do that Sacred Flame again, which, again, just completely misses. Firebolt.
Arcana Evo Mummies.
And a whole 1 damage. I think this is probably going to be enough to finish him off, assuming that we make contact. We do. We're not going to smite. They're dead. And we're going to try and close the distance to this cult fanatic. We can see there in the little icon, it shows that they've got an active spell at the moment, this Shield of Faith that they're concentrating on. Get a little bit closer. Might even dash with Fluffy here, just so that they don't keep running away from us. We'll just tuck him in there. Get up close to our ranger. The first attack is going to be somewhat blocked by Shield of Faith, but that's gone now. Second attack. It's pretty good. Just blow half health. They're going to do something. What was that? They missed. Inflict wounds. That missed. They didn't do anything to us, luckily. We're going to attack, obviously, on our opportunity attack here. We're not going to strike. We'll just see if that's enough. It's not, unfortunately, so they're going to sort of run away a bit. Actually, we get 2 more opportunity attacks on them now, because they're just trying to get away from us.
Keep them coming.
That's their fatal mistake.
So, what do you think?
They look like people to me.
What's that symbol there?
The tattoo.
Looks like an A.
They all have it.
Guess they're all part of the same club.
Well, there's no reason to assume it signifies something sinister.
Yeah, it might be a friendly gang tattoo.
To do with the Soraks?
A stands for Arevad, an evil god from old Tiamat. I read about him.
Seems like quite a big stretch. And he
We
did
better
fail
be
his religion check.
And don't forget, we need the head of a Sorak.
It's a bit of a gruesome mission, that really, isn't it? However, did they drop any loot? They didn't. The cult fanatic did. These other people didn't. We'll just have a. I think there might be something down here in this fog of war, so we'll just go and check that. And there is. There's a chest down here. I think it's locked. We fail that check. It will tell us what the target was. We've got to hit 13 and we rolled 12, but we can do it again. I don't know if sometimes it jams if you fail, but often you get another go at it if you fail the first one. So there's the big door there. There's nothing really around here. That's just the edge of the map. There is something here. Let's just go and click on this. So it's like a broken crate or something. Don't tend to use darts or javelins. Poisonous kit. Maybe we'll take that. A scroll, we'll probably just end up selling that. Let's check what this cult fanatic had. Oh, there's a bag up here as well. Take the money. I probably won't bother. We'll take the acid, but I probably won't bother with the rest. We'll just let the scavengers come and collect that and give us the gold for it. And in the bag we've got 2 sets of thieves' tools, which we don't need. A couple of basic weapons. I'll take the arrows. I'll just add them to our stock there. And now we're going to go in. And they called it a mine. A mine. It's alright so far. Another treasure chest here, let's go and check that out. Another fail. Got it a second time. Torches, got a bit of food, some anti-venom, a little bit of gold, it's all good. Unknown Human with an exclamation mark over his head, so we're going to go and talk to him.
Please don't kill me.
What are you doing here?
I'm just a worker.
Are you tattooed with an A?
You don't understand.
Are you one of them?
One of what? I'm just trying to survive. I had no choice.
So boring with the "you must die." Bit out of character, although I'm not quite sure what his character is. He's supposed to be a good paladin, but he's generally pretty sassy, sometimes quite cowardly. And here he's just this defenseless man he's just taken against. We're going to ask about the tattoo.
What does the tattoo signify?
It's... I can't...
No, he died.
He's dead. How's that possible?
How is any of this possible?
He was doomed from the start.
Oh well. Tracks spotted. Where are those? Not sure. Don't think there's anything here we can interact with. He can't loot him, he's just dropped dead. Apparently we can't loot people that just die of natural causes. Shove this rock out the way. I think there's only the one way we can go.
Undignified, but necessary.
Spooky tunnel. Ooh. And this is interesting. There's like a little magical updraft here. So if we shove this rock, it doesn't go down. Whoop! Goes up.
That was unexpected.
This place is topsy-turvy. Might be good to remember what these blue currents can do.
I think we probably just jump across. I don't think we get slammed upwards if we cross the streams. We have to go down here. Still no sign of anything hostile. It looks like there might be a hidden path there, but there's not. Actually, ooh, I was going to light that torch, but it just lit up as we went near it.
Look at this place. I've never seen so many books.
It would take a lifetime to read them all, even for an elf.
Must be worth a fortune. If only we could get everything back to Caer Kiflin.
I see the point of the scavengers now.
Why not keep this to ourselves?
Not sure why we would. But this area, so this is it's kind of a puzzle area we have to get through. There's lots of big chasms and things we have to knock over to make bridges and long way rounds, and I think we highlighted the jump spell because that is going to be useful. I kind of wish I'd been able to level up and, which won't be for a little while, get the fly spell, because this is the area where there's a few chests here. This might even be one of them where I've never figured out how to actually get to them. So it can be quite complicated to get around, and there's a fair bit of backtracking and sort of trying to figure out the right way around the puzzle. And there's a lot of these blue streams that we just saw that sort of knock things upwards.
Is this one of those rocks that...
Yep. So we can see that rock's down there, so what we have to do here... We can't get down there. We need to make our way around there somehow. Because we can't get over there. That's where we need to get to. We can't do it just yet. But if we go over here and maybe shove this block... Does that, we can get over here, and I think these act as ladders, so I think we can scoot down here, and we're going to come and shove this block down here, and that should make a bridge for us. So let's go here now. So that's all fairly easy, but as we sort of get further into this room, it does get a bit more difficult to kind of work out the right way and what you have to do. So we'll click on this statue.
Fancy.
She looks like an empress.
History check? No, keep failing. We're rolling really low on these.
She sure let it go to hell. What a pack rat. Her bones are probably buried somewhere under all these bloody books.
So we failed that because we failed the check. I think we found the first clue, but we had no idea what it was, so unfortunately that was a mission that we failed. Which is a bit annoying, but I'm not going to... I didn't save, and I'm not going to save scum. If we fail checks, we fail checks. Just as it would in a tabletop game, you know, you have to live with the consequences of the dice rolls. And if you fail one, you know, that's that.
Interesting. It's in remarkable condition, considering how long it's been here.
Do you think it has magical properties?
A spellbook that predates the cataclysm.
And I should care, because...
who knows what it might contain?
But it looks like it's locked.
Take it. Perhaps someone in Caer Kiflin will know how to open it.
Yeah, but right now, we have more important shit to take care of.
He's really full of himself when there's nothing around trying to kill him, isn't there? But as soon as the Soraks appeared, he's messing his breeches. Carry on down the obvious path. A couple of things here we can do. So first of all, we'll shove this to make a bridge, but there's a blue thing here. We'll see what it does.
In the Badlands.
It's made a bridge.
Yeah, I know.
It's made a bridge, but not
the
here.
unexpected.
So I think... here we go. So there's ladders to get down here, so we'll drop down here. See what I mean about it being, you know, at points quite complicated to work out how to get forward. And a lot of the chests in this area are sort of extras, you know, it's not something you're automatically supposed to get. So this one might try the jump spell because we have to get there to make a bridge, but it's probably going to be easier if we do a jump. So let's cast jump on Sir Boring. And then we'll see if he can make this. And he can. Let's shove this block first, just in case the spell wears off. Zzz. Yep, so that's made a path of some kind, not quite sure what, because we're going to take all this stuff now. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. There's two weapon blueprints there, so let's go back over to here first of all.
Nice jump.
Yeah, so we can get across this. If we go up now and try and get across this bridge up here. And then we'll have a quick look at those crafting schematics. So what you do, once you've found one, you go into your inventory. We're going to find the books, we right click on them, we read. Whiteburn, we need a prime short sword, which we don't have, and something called Blood of Solasta, which is like the Sword of Acuteness. It's a crafting material. We don't have one as yet. Craft bow of accuracy, sorry, short bow of accuracy. We need a prime short bow and the Oil of Acuteness that we do have, but we don't have the prime short bow. The primed ones we've got are, ooh, what is that? Is that a prime short sword? It is. So we've got the short sword, but not the Blood of Solasta for Whiteburn, and we've got the Oil of Acuteness, but not the short bow, the other one. But if we go into crafting and in her area, so you can see we've got this Manacalon rosary. That's the sort of object we need to craft things. So we can, they're greyed out, but we can click on them and see that the short bow of accuracy basically is a +1 short bow, which is not bad. But this Whiteburn is good. I like this. This is a short sword, so this is our ranger can dual wield this. And not only is it a +1 weapon, but it also has a d6 of, I think that's cold damage. Or possibly acid. I think it's cold. No, it says acid damage actually in the properties. There we go. So not only does it do the short sword damage +1, it does a 1d6 of acid damage on top. So you can actually dual wield these as well if you can build two. And our ranger is going to be would be doing a lot of damage. But the Blood of Solasta is sort of it's an even rarer sort of crafting resource. Why can't I see the platform? Is there a platform to see? Yeah, there it is. So we'll go over to the statue. Hopefully we might do it better on the check for this one.
You see that?
Is that a Sorak?
Don't be ridiculous. This is pre-Cataclysm. Before anyone knew what a Sorak even was.
Doesn't have the big spines.
It's a dragon.
It's no bigger than a man. It's standing just like a human.
Ever seen a dragon at all? How would you know?
Stop losing time. It's just a statue.
And are we going to... No. We found the third... So we failed the first clue. We found the third clue. We haven't even seen the second clue yet. So I don't know if we've missed something. Not sure. We've done that chest. On that lower level, there's other stuff too. But we'll go this way as we can. We'll do that trap. There's another area in here, and I think this area is quite difficult. So there is a chest and a bridge we can knock over, but this is the room where I think we need the fly spell. You can do it with spider climb and jump. I think you can spider climb to about here on the wall and try and jump across from there, but it is quite fiddly. But we will return to this area. You can take side quests that take you back to areas you've previously explored. And
are those webs?
well, that's one of these. One of those. So we'll be back, and hopefully when we come back next time we'll actually be able to access that chest. So I was just thinking about what we're going to do next, because I think we're going to be attacked. But we'll see if we can move this block. We'll come down here. Another block to push over here. And I think we can get to this, and this might be the second clue that we're looking for. But what I'll do is I'll just move the group gradually. I don't want people to sort of get ahead of any others, because I think we're about to be in a fight. Let's go to here. Yeah, there we go. Spectral spiders. We don't know how much hit points everything has. There's some things right above us. So who have we got first? We've got Fluffy. So let's cast our guiding bolt at one of these enemies who might drop down on us. And actually we can't see any of them at the moment. So we need to get into a better position. What if we're here? Nope. if we just come back to this spot, we'll be able to see them from here. So we've still got burning, but we'll just do it at level 1 for now. Take one of these guys down, hopefully. Did a lot of damage. He's not dead yet, though. That's our mage. So I think we want to bring her back a little bit and hopefully not be quite the target for these. Can she do a magic missile? Let's just try the 1 on that spider, and we'll try 3 on him. Yep, and we kill both.
One foe down.
That's good. And the spectral spider is going to attack Fluffy. Misses. Our paladin will just... Oh, no, it's our ranger, sorry. We'll bring her around and we'll just melee attack this. He did 5 and he's got a lot more health than that. So he's resisting the pierce damage, so that's why we're not doing quite as much to him. Ooh, spider. Now, so Boring is going to have to attack this spider now because we'll get attacked otherwise. We will smite. I'd like to take him down in 1, and we do. And I'm going to also, as my bonus, we're going to do that Divine Favour. I think for these 2 spectral spiders, I think we want to be doing a bit more damage to them. So we've got Fluffy. We'll do our... okay, that's disadvantaged because we're in melee range, apparently. I suppose we are. I suppose it's on the diagonal, isn't it? So instead, let's do the inflict wounds. He resists that as well. Necrotic damage. Did take quite a bit though. Big miss. I don't really want to blow another 2nd level spell slot. If I was to do Burning Hands, we can sort of select a cone that will hit both these spiders, but not so boring. 1 hits, or rather 1 saves, 1 doesn't, but they're both quite down on health after that. That does hit. Yeah, I think although they resist the piercing, I don't think we have a lot of choice here, and hopefully on both attacks we'll be able to finish them.
Yeah, you didn't get me.
Yeah, we do, just about. Well, we will move them. We'll move them over to here. I kind of want to attack the spectral one, and actually I can. I can move over here and not get attacked. We'll try and hit him for extra damage. Let's just pass and see what we can do. That does kill him. He was vulnerable to that radiant damage, which was what I was hoping. Fluffy. I think we're just going to go and bonk it with our mace. Doesn't do much. Does a bit. And we'll just fire off the cantrip, I think. Hopefully finish it with that. Yep.
That I like.
Quite a bit of XP there. I don't know if we're any closer to leveling up. Let's just take a quick look. So we are... yeah. Only need 179 more XP to level up, which should be good. We'll look at the loot that's down here. We'll just leave that for the scavengers. Let's move over here. Oh, I didn't even click on it.
Another statue.
These guys really love themselves.
I should pass the check this
Now
time.
this is an emperor. A famous one too, Lerithir Imradir. He was emperor at the time of the Cataclysm.
Good job managing the trouble, mister.
Well, I don't think it was his fault, necessarily. So that was the 4th clue. I feel like we've missed a clue. I'm not quite sure where that would be. Do we get to that chest? I don't think we did we? Can we climb? Can we get up here? Ah, these two think they can. So we're probably able to get to this chest. I click on it. They're having to go the long way around. Wow, they really are. Well, let's click on as we're here. Oh, no. Where are you going? What do we find? Ooh, another +1 leather armor, which is pretty good. A primed battle axe, which is quite nice. A mirror, I think that's probably just vendor trash, but we'll loot all of that. And is the leather any good for him? So he's on what, 18 armor class. If we put this on, he's on 16. So actually, no, it's not as effective for him. We'll probably end up just selling that. Our ranger's already wearing that. And we'll run all the way along here and we'll try and get into this chest. I don't think that's the second clue though. I don't know where we've missed one. What have we got? Manual to craft a scroll. Ooh, now this is something that we will be able to craft. Battle Axe of Acuteness. Or the Short Sword of Acuteness, and this is that's a primed greatsword. But we do have the short sword, and we have the battle axe, and the oil that we need. I don't know. It does the same. I mean, he could use a battle axe +1, but I just feel the short sword might be good on the ranger because we're getting a lot of attacks with that. So, or should I say the short sword for Whiteburn when we're able to craft it, which is a much better weapon. What you do in this game is you craft while you're camping or while you're long resting. And it takes a certain number of hours to craft items, and generally the better the item, the longer it takes. So some items you can craft within one long rest if you're lucky, but generally they take multiple rests to complete. And what I might do is when we're over, I might just get one going, so that the next time we rest we're already working on it. So let's do that. Let's go into our crafting menu. Ah, sorry, we've got to learn the recipes first, haven't we? So we'll go down. Ooh, so those clues we've got are actually notes that we can take to the factions, but let's get these recipes first. And I am actually going to craft the battle axe, I think, because then our paladin will use that. All good, so we've got the rosary we need, we know Arcana as our skill, we've got the battle axe and we've got the oil, and it says here that it's a difficulty class of 10, which is classed as easy. It's going to take 24 successful checks, which I think is you do a check per hour, and if you're successful on the roll, which we need to roll more than 10, then it will add up. So it's a minimum of 24 hours camping, which I think is going to be 2 to 3 long rests. We should get that. And because resting is kind of limited by how many rations you've got, it's not something you can really spam. I guess you could with the spell that makes the rations, but
all these books floating around, and I can't grab them.
Unless you're really desperate for the item, I think it's generally better just to let it happen organically in the background as you're exploring. What's this? Magnificent longbow. So this should be a magical weapon already. We take that. Reorder. If we get our wizard to do the detect magic thing. Now she's all the way down there, so I think what we need to do is regroup before she can identify. Let's just go down here. Oops, sorry, I didn't cast the spell today. Right, or the ritual rather. Identify. Let's have a look at this. There we go, longbow +1. I'm not going to do that potion right now. But we'll give the longbow to our ranger, because they do use that. They do use their bow a fair bit. It's not their primary weapon, but it's good to have. Just bump up the number of arrows a little bit. Good. Gonna knock this down. Yeah, there's a glowing little circle thing over here, and when you come across a glowing circle in RPG, what you have to do is go and stand on it.
What kind of runes are those?
Enchanted runes from the ancient imperial period. It's said that they had 8 schools of magic. Each is represented here, all as equals. This place is astounding.
Yeah, you can tell that to the Soraks right before they cut us to bloody pieces.
He sounds drunk, doesn't he? Well, of course we're going to stand on it.
On some magical room.
And that's caused... yeah, it's just saying we need to stand on these runes. I think that's fairly obvious. And we've got some blocks to push, so of course we're going to do that. Look, that one does go down. There wasn't anything under it, and it didn't take us to anywhere, so maybe that's just red herring that one. We'll go and push this one. There's a couple more. Nope.
Nothing. Very funny.
But under this one we have another glowing circle, so of course we're going to step onto that. And there's one over... Actually, there's one down here, isn't there? So let's go do that.
Another one. Here.
And we're going to go and jump on the last one.
Good work.
Alrighty ho. And there's conjured an orb of some kind, so we're going to go and click on that. Ooh.
We did it!
Was that insane puzzle the work of some long-dead Manacalum wizard?
Probably. Even from the tomb, that magical arsehole is messing with us.
Ooh. Don't like the sound of a magical arsehole. That's the way forward. But there is some more stuff to do over to the right here, so let's we'll quickly go and explore. There might be some more treasure or something like that. Maybe the second clue that we haven't yet found. So what's going on here? They are running a long way around, but let's instead of doing that, let's cast another long jump spell. See if he can just jump over here. Come on, you can make that. You can make that, no? Come on, come on. Surely you can make that. No. Alright, well he's going to have to take the long way around then. I think what he's got to do is knock that block over and then the others can make it. He might be able to make a few shortcuts with that long jump spell, I'm not sure. Like he might be able to go across here? Nope. While he's doing that, we're just going to have a quick look at the map because it shows any chests that we haven't opened yet. There's the one we know about that was over here, which we're going to come back to later, but actually we've pretty much found all the others and got to them. So that's good. I think we're almost at the end of this area. I think once we've completed this area and gone to the door to the next area, we'll probably leave it there for now and come back to it next time. I'm completely turned around, don't know where I am. Is he still going? Where we're trying to get to is this, isn't it? He's actually lost the long jump spell now. I don't know where that second clue was supposed to be. Almost there. There's nothing else interactive that I can see to click on. Don't feel like I've missed anything.
If you fall down there.
Wanna try?
Okay, so if we knock this down, they can get across. But there's seemingly no actual reason to do so. There's no treasure over here. I thought there was a chance there might be. Don't think that works. Can't click on that. So we're going to leave it there. We've been through the library. We've opened up a big door here, and we're going to be moving into a new area inside this ruined tower, which we'll come back to next time. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please do like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you next time.